linear transformations. We come to the next one. If we define function t phi from R2 to R2, where t phi of AB defined by KA for every vector AB belongs to R2 is a linear transformation where K is a constant. Okay, you can easily check this. T phi is a linear transformation for any constant K. Further, T phi is called this type of function. T phi is called magnification of vectors if modulus of K is greater than 1, and dilation of vectors if modulus K is less than 1, where K is a real constant. Whenever K is a real constant. Next, we come to the next examples. Okay, to T6 and T7. If we define T6 from R2 to R2 by T6 of A1 A2 is equal to A1 0, and suppose we define T7 from R2 to R2 by T7 of A1 A2 is equal to 0 A2 for every vector A1 A2 belongs to R2. These two functions T6 and T7 defined this way are also going to be linear transformation that can be easily verified. Okay, here the defined function T6 and T7 are known as projections on x-axis and y-axis respectively. That is, T6 is known as projection on x-axis and T7 is known as projection on y-axis. Next, we come to next another two functions T8 and T9. If we define T8 from R2 to R2, okay, as T8 of AB is equal to A plus KB B, and we define T9 from R2 to R2 as T9 of AB is equal to A B plus KA. Okay, for every AB belongs to R2 are linear transformations. This can be easily verified where K is any fixed real number. Okay, here this also you can verify easily. T8 and T9 are obeying the both the two conditions of a function being a mapping being a linear transformation. Okay, so T9 here defined function T8 and T9 are called share with respect to x-axis and y-axis respectively. We come to the next. If we take T10 and T11 both from R2 to R2 defined by T10 of AB is equal to AKB and T11 of AB is KAB for every vector AB belongs to R2 are also linear transformations where K is a fixed non-zero real number. Here the function defined this way T10 and T11 are known as compression of degree K with respect to x-axis and y-axis respectively. We come to the next. If we define T12 and T13, another two functions from R2 to R2 by T12 of AB is equal to A minus B and T13 of AB is equal to minus AB for every vector AB belongs to R2. These are also examples of linear transformations. Here the functions T12 and T13 defined this way are known as reflections of point AB in x-axis and y-axis respectively. We come to the furthermore T14 from R2 to R2 where we define T14 as T14 of xy is equal to alpha 1x plus alpha 2y alpha 3x plus alpha 4y for every vector xy belongs to R2 is always going to be a linear transformation. You can check. Okay, and this function T14 is going to be a linear transform for any scalar alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and alpha 4. Okay, so we make here a note here: magnification, dilation, projection, shear, compression, reflection are special cases of the linear transformation T14 stated in the last example. Now we recall some theorems to move further to see the more problems on linear transformation. First theorem: let U and V be any vector spaces, then a mapping T from U to V is a linear transformation if and only if T of alpha U1 plus beta U2 is equal to alpha times T of U1 plus beta times T of U2 for every U1 U2 belongs to U and for every scalar alpha beta. Okay, so by in definition we have to check two conditions for a function to be a linear transformation. Now here we can merge those two conditions in a single condition. Okay, if that is a function satisfying this only one condition, then it is going to be a linear transformation. Second theorem, recall. Okay, let U and V be any vector spaces and if linear transform T from U to V. Okay, if theta and theta dash be the zero vectors of the vector spaces U and V respectively, then first result, okay, T of theta is equal to theta dash, that is a linear transformation. Theta maps the zero vector of the domain space to the zero vector of the codomain space. Second, T of minus U is equal to minus of T of U for every U belongs to U. Okay, next theorem, we come to the next theorem, recall. Okay, we are recalling the third theorem. Let U and V be any vector spaces, let B is equal to U1 U2 up to UN be any basis of U, and let V1 V2 up to Vn be vectors of V, then there exists a unique linear transformation T from U to V such that T of Ui is equal to Vi for every Ui belongs to U1 less than equal to I less than equal to N. Okay, we come to the examples on this. Okay, first, if we have T from R2 to R2, okay, defined this way: T of 1 2 is equal to 3 0 and T of 2 1 is equal to 1 2. Then we have to find out the function T, that is the rule of T. Here we have given that T is from R2 to R2 defined as T of 1 2 is equal to 3 0 and T of 2 1 is equal to 1 2. Here we note that the set B 1 2 2 1 is a basis of R2, is a basis of R2. Okay, say this vector, first vector is U1 and this is U2. So we have given a rule of T on the vectors of a basis of the domain space R2. From that we have to obtain the rule of T. Okay, so for any vector xy belongs to R2, we can express this vector xy as a linear combination of vectors u1 u2. That is, assume that xy is equal to alpha times 1 2, that is alpha u1 plus beta times 2 1, that is u2. So here we are interested to find out alpha and beta. Okay, so this is going to be alpha plus 2 beta 2 alpha plus beta. So comparing these components, we get alpha plus 2 beta is equal to x, and 2 alpha plus beta is equal to y. Okay, say equation 1 and 2. Now taking 2 into 1, we get twice alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 2x. That is, we get 2 alpha plus 4 beta is equal to 2x. Say 3. Now if I subtract 2 from this, that is, we have equation 2 is 2 alpha plus beta is equal to y. This was our equation 2. So subtracting this, we get 2 alpha will be cancelled, that is, alpha will be disappeared. Okay, eliminated. So we get 3 beta is equal to 2x minus y. So from this we get beta is equal to 1 by 3 times 2x minus y. Now from the equation 1, we have alpha plus 2 beta is equal to x. Putting the value of beta here, okay, we can obtain alpha. So we can write alpha is equal to x minus 2 beta, and this is equal to x minus twice beta is what? 1 by 3 times 2x minus y. So this is equal to, taking LCM, okay, 3, we get 3x minus this, raising back at 4 minus 4x plus 2y. Okay, so we get 1 by 3 times minus x plus 2y, and this is our alpha. So we have obtained alpha and beta. So we can put these into equation this star. Okay, so we had xy is equal to alpha times 1 2 plus beta times 2 1. Okay, so by putting values of alpha and beta here, what we have obtained, alpha is equal to, we have obtained 1 by 3 times minus x plus 2y into vector 1 2 plus what we obtained, beta is equal to 1 by 3 times 2x minus y into vector 2 1. This is our xy, that is, any vector xy of R2 can be expressed as a linear combination of vectors 1 2 and 2 1 by this way. Okay, so if we apply t on both sides, we get txy is equal to, here 1 by 3 times minus x plus 2y is a scalar, so 1 by 3 times minus x plus 2y into t of 1 2 plus 1 by 3 times 2x minus y into t of 2 1. Now we have given the definition of t of 1 2 and t of 2 1. So we are putting that 1 by 3 times minus x plus 2y into t of 1 2. T of 1 2 is given 3 0. So 3 0 plus 1 by 3 times 2x minus y. T of 2 1 is given 1 2. So we get this is equal to this is equal to 1 by 3 into this into 3. So 3 will be cancelled out. First component here minus x plus 2y, and from this we get plus 1 by 3 times 2x minus y. That is our first component, okay, of the resulting vector txy. And second component, here it is 0, and here 2 into 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3 times 2x minus y. So taking 1 by 3 out from both components, we get minus 3x plus 6y plus 2x minus y, and here it is 4x minus 2y. So this is going to be 1 by 3 time, okay, minus 3x plus 2x is minus x, 6y minus y is plus 5y, and here 4x minus 2y. So this is our t of xy. So this we have obtained rule of t. Okay, so you can check that. Okay, similarly this way, if a function defined on linear transform defined on basis vector, then we can obtain its rule, okay, by this way. Second example, if t from R2 to R3 is given by t of 1 1 is equal to 2 0 1, and t of 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 1, then you can find out the t of AB, that is rule of t, by like the previous example. Similarly, suppose t is defined on the vectors of the standard basis. Okay, suppose t from R3 to R3 is given by t of E1 is equal to E2 plus E3, t of E2 is equal to E3 plus E1, and t of E3 is equal to E1 plus E2, where we know that E1, E2, E3 is the standard basis of the domain space R3. Okay, then we can find out t of xyz. You can do this, okay, yourselves. Now we come to the next theorem. Okay, if t from u to v be any linear transformation and theta dash be the zero vector of the codomain space V, then nt, the set of vectors small u of the domain space capital U, where t of